Welcome to Coop's Corner, a monthly series focused on key topics and challenges of the financial services industry presented by Skylight Financial Group. Each month, we sit down with Skylight Financial Group Associate Managing Partner Charles Cooper to address common industry pains head-on and talk about the crucial systems Skylight has in place, not just to differentiate itself in a crowded marketplace, but also to empower the professionals who make up the firm to differentiate themselves and provide a first-class client experience that we believe simply cannot be replicated elsewhere. A cum laude graduate of Elon University and a longtime resident of Cincinnati, Ohio, Charles is best known by his colleagues and his friends as Coop. He has been helping financial professionals achieve the vision that they have for their practice and their lives since 2003, having achieved some of the highest levels of recognition in the industry over the course of his career. Helping people achieve the success that they never dreamed of in turn is one of the great joys of his life. With integral knowledge of the industry and a focus on high ethical standards, Coop is passionate and here to share quick bits of key knowledge for any financial professional. Listen on to learn more.
Look at some of the most talented men and women in any sport anywhere in the world. I don't care if it's tennis, lacrosse, football, swimming, baseball, gymnastics, doesn't matter. Here's the question. How many of those professionals kept the same coach they had when they were in kindergarten and first picked up the sport all the way through the pros? The answer is none of them. As we grow in any situation in life, we need to be challenged. Look at school. You go to kindergarten and first grade. Then you continue, you go through the ranks. Then you go to junior high. Then you go to high school. Then you go to college. Then you go to postgraduate degrees or doctoral degrees. What's interesting is the men and women that teach kindergarten are not also teaching the doctorate level courses in advanced physics. The reason being is the coaches are there to help us grow in that stage in our life, to get us the skills necessary to then allow us to ascend to the next level. Now let's bring this full circle to where many of us are in this business. You may have been in the financial services industry for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. How many of you all still have the same coach? I'm not saying anything is wrong with the leadership that you are all dealing with. I'm simply posing a question. Let's say you're in your business and you see yourself as being capable of so much more. I'll give you an example. You're top 5 in your organization. You're doing whatever, $250,000, $500,000, million of income. And the firm is happy with that number. But there's a part of you that wants so desperately to grow. You go to your local leaders and you talk to them about this need, this passion, this desire to be more. And they may be looking at you going, "You've ascended to the top of the mountain. You're at the top of the game." They might be thinking, what else can we possibly do? You may talk to your marketing folks and their response might be just go out and talk to more people. You may talk about expanding into different types of services, such as fee-based financial planning, fee for advice, and fee-based asset management, or maybe more sophisticated business-to-business interactions. You may be getting responses like, "We don't do that at this firm," or "That's not really something that any of us focus on." And all of a sudden you realize you may have outgrown your team. It's an exciting and scary proposition because when things are working, we can get comfortable. The challenge with comfort that doesn't include pushing ourselves to grow is that we fool ourselves into thinking everything is okay. Let's go back to that athletics analogy. If I'm a high-level professional athlete, I know there are things I have to do every day. I have to follow my diet regimen. I have to follow my workout regimen. I have to do the practices. I have to do the two-a-days. I have to watch the film in the video room. If I get complacent and start thinking, "I'm good enough, I'm at the top of the hill, I'm great," I stop eating right. I stop watching the videos. I stop going to practice. I stop training. What happens? Well, we all know the answer to that. A fall from grace. You get slower, you get weaker, you get injured. All of a sudden, it's over. The challenges in this business, as with any other, are the same. If you're not growing, you're dying. You just haven't figured it out yet. So the key thing then becomes, what does it take to take the next step? What does it take to get you from $250,000 to $500,000? From $500,000 to $1 million? Or $1 million to $2 million? Quite frankly, if you're going to make that leap, who's going to help you get there? If you're looking around at individuals trying to coach you, and they themselves have never achieved the level of success that you are trying to accomplish, then my simple question is, how are they going to get you there if they've never done it themselves? The tough thing is, because relationships trump logic 99 and 44/100% of the time, we as human beings will often not make a decision that we know will improve our lives because we're too concerned about fear of rejection, need for approval, emotional involvement, all those types of things. What we need to do is make a decision. Do we care more about our need to grow, our need to impact more lives, our need to change the outcomes for more families? Is that more important? Or is the comfort of just riding steady and dealing with the status quo more important? Now, I'm not saying either one is right or wrong. You have to decide what's right for you. The challenge becomes when you decide that you need to grow and you realize that where you're at cannot help you get to be where you need to be. You now start to walk down the road less traveled. At first, it can seem scary, but if you're looking down the end of that road and you see the life you dreamed of and the impact on your clients you've always dreamed of, then maybe the pain of moving isn't really pain at all. It's just that burn you feel when you're at the gym knowing you're getting stronger and faster and better.
Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Coop's Corner presented by Skylight Financial Group. If you're interested in learning more about the ways that we help top-level planners fundamentally change and grow their businesses, reach out to Coop today at 513-698-1304 or via email at charlesecooper@financialguide.com. For more information on Skylight Financial Group, visit skylightfinancialgroup.com/careers.